Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Erlengrat. This one I'm quite happy to do landscaping in the fields. We got to pay for it. I think there's no free landscaping, I think was the rule I said. And I'm definitely not doing free landscaping. So we'll bring this up here. Now, I'm not necessarily going to bring this field down as far as it is right now, because that is down quite a way there towards the road, and I don't actually like it being down that far, so I'm deliberately gonna lose a little bit of the field there. Over this way, there's nothing else that I need to do. We've still got our little bit of a track up that way, but now that we've gotten rid of this one, I'm actually thinking it would be better all round for the farm if our track came up into this side of the field instead of over here. So we can bring this bit back over, and I can sort of flatten that out a little bit like that. And then I'm not going to worry about changing any of that with the ground texture. I will do a little bit here with ground texture, I think. Maybe just bring it out there a bit. Smooth that over. So the line of the field is going to come out around there like that. It's not going to go out quite. It was right down over here somewhere. It's not going to go that far this time. And now I want to switch over to the track again. I think that's the same stuff that we've got there. So that track is basically just going to come up into the field like this. It's just going to extend the yard out a little bit. Not very much more than that. And then I'm going to change this. We've got some grass, and that's actually going to plant the grass as well. So I'm just going to put that up to the edge like this. And then anywhere that we do plow, obviously the plow will come over and clear the edge. And we won't have areas of grass that are just left open. Like areas of green that are just left open, which is what I don't want. I don't want areas of green that are just left as plain green. If it's going to be left, it's going to be grass. So we got to plant that back over. So I'm just going to put that back in there. So a lot of this up at the top end is going to be this here. We're going to have to work that with the plow. Bring that up there. So everything that side. I don't think there was anything up here, was there? There was a few trees that we wanted to take out. There wasn't actually anything else. Then it was over here, but I don't think there's anything I want to do with the landscaping on that. There is potentially a bit of landscaping that we want to do around here, so I'm actually going to do this first, and then we'll go in with the plow afterwards. So there's a little bit of leveling work just at the top edge of this field right here. And that bit doesn't matter, and I don't actually want fields right up into a point up there. This one is going to sort of come down that way a little bit, and we'll lose a little bit of the field there. I'm quite happy to do that. Helper E has completed their task, so he's finished doing that little bit of ploughing at the top. Just need him to come down and start ploughing this bit down here. I'm going to leave that shrub. The tree is also going to stay. And there are some little bits of quite rough ground in this area underneath where this tree is anyway, so this is why I'm working this bit. And yes, we are going to have to manually plow it, but that's fine. Then also down through here, we've got the same. We've got a whole load of stuff that we've had to manually plow, or that we're going to have to manually plow, but it's previously been quite rough there, so we want to smooth that out. And then I'm going to want to get and work right down in, well, not super tight, but I do want to get in there. So yeah, although I do normally prefer to do the ploughing first so that I get to see all of the weeds and everything disappear under the plough, because I actually find that quite a satisfying sight. And it just seems the right way to do things, to be honest. This time I'm not going to. We're doing it like this in order to facilitate a slightly speedier job and get this thing done. I tell you what, before I finish doing that, let's take our tractor up here. We've done everything that we want to do up here for a minute, and we'll get down to the potato area. I want to get that potato area planted before I worry about planting any of the other areas. All of this up here with the grass seed This can wait until tomorrow if we need it to. But this bit in here, I want to get this ploughed up so then we can get started on the rest of it. And I'm actually going to bring that one around this way. It's going to have to go all the way down there. So looking at the edge of the field now with the new marks that we've made, I do want to... There's still a little bit more that I want to do getting up close to the road. I think I need to bring you to about there-ish, something like that. And start the hired help working on that. Okay. I'll let you start work on there, and actually, no, we can just stay on this one and we just go straight back into landscaping like that. So we can watch the tractor working while we're doing stuff here. So I want to actually come up here and smooth that out a little bit more around like that. I don't want to get too close to that one because I actually want to leave some of those shrubs. And we can come down this way. Let's see what we got here. So it's not a lot there. It is a little bit around this rock that I kind of wanted to do. Just maybe bring that up a bit. But again, it's not a huge amount. It's this side of the rock more. Bringing this up down here. Like smoothing this out a little bit. So we should be able to work the field right the way down this side just by bringing that bit up. Now, it's costing us a few thousand to do this leveling work, but I would say there's actually money well spent. There. We've got the money at the BGA that is going to come in, so I don't think in the long term we're going to miss out on anything. Just bring that up. I'm going to leave these shrubs down here in the corner because I'm not going to bring that all the way down there. I'm going to bring that up to there. Okay, so the trees at the top, yes, we are going to get rid of them. Same as I think we should also get rid of that tree so that I can take stuff right the way across here. So actually going to just do a little bit of smoothing work there. I've got a tree stump there that I need to take out. Do a little bit of smoothing work along here. It's a little bit of a dip. Right in there. So it's quite steep just here. Right in there. It is actually very, very steep land. That bit coming across there. Again, very steep ground. Hoping that I can just kind of like facilitate smoothing it a little bit. You can keep going and going and going. See, the edge of where I've been doing the smoothing, it kind of gets a little bit of a lip on it if you're smoothing on the side of something too steep, which is a slight problem for us. But I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. So I can switch over to there. We're now on painting. I've still got 6,500 left. So I'm going to just paint in a bit of grass here. I'm going to do that right along the edge there. This just makes sure that anything that I should be able to get all of that with the plow up there. But this down here, if I don't get this with the plow, I've still got grass growing on it. It doesn't look really, really odd and peculiar because it doesn't have grass. And I'm going to do the same down here. I'm going to spin around here like this. I'm going to bring that in. I'm trying not to take up any of those shrubs down there. I want to leave those. And over there. Again, like here, I'm going to bring that right round that big stone. And I'm planning to, I hope, plow in sort of a bit at the top. That is going to sort of stick out a little bit. So not quite sure which direction we will work this field, but we'll figure something out. So that will come up through there. So I didn't ought to be putting that grass too close to the edge of the road. So what I'm doing now is I'm going a little bit tight to that road there. So we're going to end up with bits of grass growing through the road, which is always a bit of a deal breaker when it comes to immersion, isn't it? There. So like that tree there, we definitely don't want to be getting rid of that one. And just bring this in this side of those shrubs. We don't want to touch those. Grass around here. Yeah, like that. And then fill in some of this. So I'm going to take that down quite small there on that bit and just put in the last little bits here. Just like that. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I think that's going to be all right. We've got the plow is busy working there, going across the hill, and he's moving the soil up the hill as he plows. And then once he's done, we've still got to mark out some bits around the edge, but generally speaking, that's looking all right. So we're going to have to wait until this one is finished before we can go and do the next step. Which is then like getting started on planting potatoes. But we've got the potatoes, we've got all of the other machinery and everything there in place. So the next thing I think we will do, now that we've got that, we've got loads of room in here for this one. Tip out the last of the silage. Don't need this trailer over back at the farm at the moment, so we can leave this one over here. We'll leave both the trailers here. And we'll be able to use that to drag a bit of the silage out of that clamp and tip it here once we're all done. We'll deal with that in a bit. So let's go and take you over here. I mean, I may not get round to doing any more of that today. I may decide to just leave that. So I'm just going to drop you down there. And now we can drive back to our farm. I could stick the cultivator on this tractor. I mean, I think it's a bit too much of a struggle, though. I think the cultivator really does need to be on the Bureau, so I'm not really sure this one would be suitable for that. However, I do have a stump grinder that I can use with this one. I've got some stumps already that I need to grind, plus there's a few trees that I have earmarked for felling that we can also use this tractor for. It's not perfect using this tractor for moving the trees around, but it is still something that we can do. The other option, of course, is actually, I suppose we could use the pickup. So we can cut the trees down, we can clear the branches off of them, and then we could use the pickup to move some of that round. Now, I mean, the main reason I didn't want to go mess around with all of that is because I didn't really want to do tree work in this series. I did tree work in the last series, and I was kind of wanting to, like, not do tree work because I want to focus on growing crops, doing contracting and stuff like that. The removal of trees was not really something that I wanted to be doing in order to make a pile of money. So yes, I've got some very basic equipment here for moving the trees and dragging them round. Very tempted to just go and get a Brooks chipper and chip the trees up and forget about them. It would make life a lot easier. The other thing is, get that herbicide tank off the back of that pickup, and then use the pickup to carry a few branches around. That's another thing that we could go and do. I won't do that at the moment. We won't worry about that at the moment. I want to have this seed drill out of the way because I need that. Okay, we've got 400 litres in here at the moment. Actually, I don't need everything to be parked up against that fence anymore, do I? I can bring stuff and I can put it over here. So the seed drill can go right there. I meant to go to the dealership and pick up that auger wagon that we got there. Bring the seed back. We'll do that in a bit. We won't do that just yet, because I also need to bring back that potato planter. We will get this one on, because this tractor right here can run that potato planter. So ideally what I want to do is I want to remove the trees that I need to remove, and then get the stumps ground and removed as well. So I don't want to remove any trees there. I've got a stump there that I've got to get rid of. I've got one tree there. And, well, no. There is no point. Well, actually, I suppose I could remove that tree and it's not going to be in the way of the line of anything. So we got a tree there that we do want to remove then. No other trees because of those big stones being in the way. There's just, like, nothing's going to be affected by them. Then we go along here. I am deliberately driving this route fast just to see what the ground is like. So that tree would be in the way. Same as this one here is also going to be in the way. It's not particularly... Oh, it's a little bit rough right there. And then right here, I got 1, 2... No, it's the 2 trees. We got 2 trees here as well that we want to get rid of. Now, getting rid of these trees, cutting them down is the easy bit. It's dragging them down and removing them down there. That's the bit that is really, really tricky. I can easily cut the trees down, but moving them, that is where life starts to get a little bit more difficult. So I can bring you here, I can bring that one up. I've got this huge, great big tree right here. And I think it's the direction you cut the tree. Let me try crouching. What are we going to be able to do? This one looks like it's going to be difficult. Let's cut you right through like that. Hopefully it will fall to our left. That's where I want it to go. Ideal. Right, so that one's gone. We've also got a wedge left behind on there. And then, once we've done this bit, so clearing the branches off is a fairly easy thing to do. Just do it like that. And so we clean off all of the excess on the branches. That's no problem at all. The issue that we get is when we want to move the tree. I can't just drag it as it is. I need to cut it up into smaller pieces. Ideally, I'd like to... I think really what we want to do is... If I could just drag the whole tree as it is, that would be so much better. Right, I can do that. Clear off the branches there. A few on this one. I don't like doing this. I find this job to be tedious and dull, especially when I know I've got several trees to do. I would rather just have a mod take care of it all. That's what I would rather do. Which is why I'd really like to use a Brux chipper, but that's not really hardcore, is it? Like, doing it like this, although I may not like doing it, it may be distasteful to me to have to mess around with all of this. Oh, wow, I didn't expect the top half of the tree to disappear. It also is a penalty to pay for moving the tree. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to move that tree in a whole big chunk as it is right there. This one, I'm going to bring it over here. Put it down there. I'm going to see if I can cut that into small pieces and make it all disappear. I haven't got to worry about it. Yeah, you've really got to shave it into small pieces. Cutting that in half. We'll cut that one right in half in the middle there. There we go. Right, that's all gone. So, you really do have to cut it into small bits. Can I drag this whole tree down there? I very much doubt that I can move that whole... If I can, that would be fantastic. It'll be so much easier. I don't have to worry about it. I just need to bring this one up because I don't remember what the... Right, I've got the rope on me. So I bring that one over there, and then I look at it and attach. You just put the chain on like that. And I jump into the tractor. So I'm going to lower that one down like that. Should dig into the ground a bit. I need to... turn on the logging winch. And left shift Z is fast, or we just Z to winch. It is actually moving forward. Lift that one up. I know I'm only, at the moment I'm rotating it round, so I'm not physically moving the entire tree. And there we get into a bit of trouble when I'm actually trying to move the entire tree. Doesn't like that bit. It's just dragging me backwards. It's moving a bit now. with a fast winch. Okay, so if I lower that one down, and then I winch it in like that. Yeah, that's not so good, is it? So, release rope. Just runs it loose a little bit. And I guess I just kind of run it like that. But that's not going to do anything. So we'll leave that for a second. And then we'll go over here. I'm going to need to cut this up a little bit. So I reckon if I cut the main... I don't need to cut the main tree, do I, so much? Actually, I think I do. I think we'll cut it right there. Cut it right through that bit there. I'll then drag it all the way down in 2 sections. There, that's what we'll do. We'll drag it down in 2 sections. I should be able to move this section here. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I see. The winch came off because I cut the branch up. Okay, so I put that one on there. Like that. Lift that one up. Winch that in a little bit closer to me. Like that. And we will drag it down across over here. Yeah, I'm quite happy to do it like this, and then when we get down to our yard down the bottom, we'll chop off the smaller branches, and that'll sort of maximize it. We don't get a lot of income for these anyway, but we might as well try and get a little bit of income for them in order to just sort of pay back some of the money that we've had to fork out for all of the landscaping that we've done. So I don't think that's a bad thing, really. We've got plenty of space now in a yard, now that we've been able to sell the silage clamp that we used. And this will just come down here like this. I'm just going to leave it down here for now. Don't do very much else with it. And we just move it to the side a little bit. Okay, so we go like that, and then how do I release? Left Shift B. Left Shift B, like that. Okay, so let's release that one. I'll go back up and I will get the other part of this tree. So I've got another one like that over there that I want to remove. And there's 2 more over there that I want to remove. And then there's 1 pine tree that I want to remove up there. Once I've taken out those trees, that pine tree, sorry, that's not pine tree, it's the other tree. Probably I want to take that one out as well. And then we've got a little selection of trees that we've gone and removed. Should be fairly simple dealing with the rest. I then just need to go around with the what I call the wood chipper. I just need to go around with the wood chipper. So I've got this 1 tall pine tree right here that I want to get rid of, and I'm going to try and cut that one down now. So I crouch right down low like that, take that one down, and this is one that we will probably need to cut into 3 pieces in order to move it. So we're definitely not going to be able to move the whole thing. Don't drop it on top of the tractor. That was pretty close. It's quite a big tree, this one. Okay, so it's not going to work like that. It will work if I keep the saw in the trunk like that, all the way up through. This is a long tree, this is. There, right. That is a lot of branch right there. So I'm going to chop it here, and then I'm going to chop it about here. Like that, and I'm also going to cut it. See, if you cut them too long, you actually end up getting a penalty on your money. I cut it about there. So those bits we'll be able to take straight to the... we'll be able to drag those straight round and sell them. I'm not going to do that immediately, though. I want to drag that one down, and I'm also going to want to drag some of the... 2 of the smaller ones. So I'm going to put 1 on there, and have 1 on there like that. There's going to be 1 over here on... that one there like that. And drag both of those over so we get a little bit closer to there. Like this. It does frustrate me the way that it doesn't turn logs round sometimes. It should drop them round. Okay, so I can do that actually, and then if I go here, I can remove that one and we can leave it in place. Then I can drive around in a bit of a circle to have that one in place. So we go like that. And then I should be able to put all three of these together without any trouble. I'll just drag you in there like that. There we go. We've got them right up tight like that. That'll work really well. I'm not going to be able to pick that one up. That's going to be too heavy. Yeah, that's too heavy. Okay, so I've got you on there, which means I can just stick another one onto there and a third one onto there. And I should just be able to drag those, and then we can come back up for the bit on the other tree over there. So we've got 3 trips for 2 trees. That will work out all right. Little bit of a struggle to pull that, but overall it's not too bad. No, I don't want to lower it down. Actually want to bring that winch in a little bit like that. The plough is still going strong down across our field over there. So our new potato field. It's actually quite a size field that we're going to have there for the potatoes. So there's going to be a fair area that we're going to be using for the potatoes in there. And that's not a bad thing, really. The other 2 branches... there's one bit right here. See, this is quite a dip right there. I guess, actually, no, we don't need to worry about that at the moment because we are... only doing grass there. I don't need to worry about that. I haven't had any issues with mowers skipping bits, and then if it becomes an issue later, we can always do something about it. So first and foremost, what I'm going to do here is we'll leave the one. So it's that one there. I'm going to undo that one like that, and I'll leave that one right where it is, and I will instead just drive off with these 2. I'm going to bring them up a little bit further up this way. So that one will go there, and if I unhitch that one, it does actually unhitch both of them. So then I will go over to here, and I'll put that one around there. And all I want to do here is just drag that a little bit closer. Just like that. There, like that. I won't do any more than that. You can be taken off. And then what we'll do is we'll cut off the branches on these. So the branches, we could actually physically carry most of them around ourselves without having to worry too much about it. I want to bring that one over to there like that. Just cut that one off. Crouch down on here. That one up like that. And take you out. A bit over here. Where are you? Oh, there. And there we go. Same over this way. There we go. That one can go in there. And now I want to stand down here. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.